Hey guys, welcome back to Not So Popular Opinion. Girls trips. Deep down, we all really know what they're about. But finally, one woman comes to the forefront to admit to everyone what's really going on. Let's check this out.
So this is what y'all be doing on
me
these
and my
girls'
partners
trip.
did. We came to hoe and go. If you just going and not hoeing, hey baby, you might need to wait for the church retreat. You might not need to come on this trip.
You ain't gotta hoe. Everybody do what they want to do. I'm pro-choice.
No, because when you not pro hoe, you're anti hoe. I'm sorry. If you're not pro hoe, you're anti, and you are not welcome up in here. We are supporters of sluts, whores, dick suckers, and all things above. Okay, we are pro everything up in this motherfucker. I'm just.
At least she was honest. But like I said, was anybody really surprised by what she said? If you ain't hoeing, you ain't going. That's the whole point of a girls trip. Because you don't need to fly to Miami or Punta Cana or wherever to enjoy yourself for your birthday or whatever excuse that you have for going with these women make up in their mind. We all know what it is. They get together, they go somewhere, they get their thought fits, they act the fool, they get drunk and blame it on the liquor. If as many dudes as they possibly can, and they'll figure out the diseases and the pregnancies once they get back from their trip. And of course, you can't be the one who's not doing it because they want to have something to hold against you just in case you talk. That's how it works. It's like a criminal enterprise. It's like, in the mob or something. I can't be the only killer. You gonna have to get somebody too, because you got something against me, what I got against you. So we can't hang around each other. I can't trust you because you have all this on me. I've got nothing on you. Girls trips have always been this. There's movies, there's the Freaknik documentary. When I was younger, there was the Kappa Beach parties. Everybody knows what this is. People like to pretend and trick themselves into believing that it ain't this, but that's exactly what it's for. It's an excuse for the good girls to go bad. That's it. That's all it is. And it's hilarious that women try to pretend that it's not that, and oh no, I'm a good girl, we just want to go see the sights. No, there's plenty of sights you can see right down the street. There's plenty of sights you can see in your hometown that you haven't been. I know plenty of people where I live right now that have not been to the finer restaurants that we have here, but will claim that they need to hit South Beach to experience something. But you ain't been to your locals. Come on now, you know how crazy that sounds. That is ludicrous. And what she's talking about the situation where if you may want to wait on a church retreat, those ain't safe either. Back when I was younger and forced to go to church or whatever, man, you have no idea how many freaks it was there. Freaks everywhere. They're all over the place. Back in my F-boy days, me and my boys were out, and there was a bachelorette party going on, and they were from out of town. You will not believe the things the bride to be done to me. I'm gonna just put I'm sorry. Back in my F-boy days, that was a long time ago. But hey, that's what it was. Why'd you think they went out of town? They went out of town so they peoples wouldn't see them acting a fool. Fellas, if your girl is talking about going on a girls trip, either you just say no, or you just tell her not to come back. Because either way, if she goes, she belongs to the streets. And you might as well just let her stay there. There just ain't no point to it. You got to be able to stand your ground on this one. There's no fly zone for me. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. A lot of these women, their friends cannot be trusted. You may trust your girl, but she's telling you right now that if your girl goes with them, she will belong to the crew before it's over. Short story before we get to these comments. I remember a while ago, years ago, me and my girl, I threw a party for her at a club. This was long before we were married. I threw a party for her at the club, and she wanted to do it big, so I done it big for her. Invited her friends from out of town, invited some people I knew, stuff like that. And we had a VIP section locked down in the club. It was four or five rooms. I can't remember exactly how many rooms. It's been a couple years. It had a lot of different rooms in it, and we had been partying, we had been drinking, we had been dancing. I was a little tired, whatever. And her and her friends, they wanted to go around and they want to check out some of the other rooms. They were coming from out of town, like, hey, go, I'll watch the spot, I'll chill. Me and a couple guys were chilling, just, talking, drinking, or whatever. So, mind you, when I got the VIP section, I got the bottles that my girl wanted, and I had got drinks for everybody else, whatever you wanted. It was on me anyway. But when my girl came back, it was shortly after she left. She came back and she was like, babe, I'm gonna just chill with you. I'm like, what's wrong? Oh, we just dancing, chilling, talking, and one of the other girls was like, come me to the bar real quick. We're gonna get this guy to buy you a drink. For what possible reason would you take my girl to a different room and try to get guys to buy her a drink for her birthday when we got bottle service and drinks of whatever kind you want in the VIP section where we at? Because they are fucking trifling. You know how trifling that is to do something like that just because you're in a different room when it ain't even necessary to do it. They just wild, man. They just wild. It's insane. Some of the things these women would do. But let's check out some of these comments. First comment here says, birds of a feather flock together. You know that's right. 304s have 304s for friends. It's who they are. This lady here says, I'm so exhausted and heartbroken with these young ladies today. One person here responds, man, it's sad. Another person says, she don't look so young. I'm just saying. The original commenter says, that's what living like that does to you. She's burnt out. Yeah, she do look a little burnt out. And that's a big one too. She done seen some things. And no, it's not just these young ones though. It be them old heads who should know better by now, but they just as nasty as the young ones. This guy here says, say goodbye to girls trips. Yeah, man. Like I said, you either tell her no, or you tell her stay where she at. It's that simple. This lady here says, all these men in the comments acting like they don't do ish. They don't even go on a trip to do it. First of all this deflection all the time. It's ridiculous. You know what girls trips about. That's why you quick to, defend the girls trips and, shame men for something. This woman admitted what girls trips about, and you still got to try to deflect it back on men. Ridiculous. Just no accountability with some of these ladies out here. And men don't have to go anywhere to cheat. Neither do y'all. Just like, come on. That's so childish. Just accept it is what it is, ma'am. At least this person here was honest. I agree. You not finna get mad at me and then decide you gonna tell all my business. At least she's honest about her hoeing. She's accepting who she is, and she gonna, I guess, protect herself from getting her business exposed. This person here says, somebody found out about podcasts and just gave the mic to anybody. I'm sick of it. Yeah, some of these things don't need to be said. Some of these things should be kept to yourself privately or spoke about amongst your friends. All is just telling any damn thing for clout. It's sad. It's really sad. And some of these women need to grab their friends by the back of the head and be like, hey, you need to calm down on this stupid The good ones, gonna have to talk to the bad ones. It's just that. You gotta hold your homegirl accountable. This lady here says, that was everybody around me in college. I guess some things don't change. And it's sad that she seems so proud of this. This woman looks like she's an older lady, and she is very much proud of being a hoe. Sad. Very sad. Last comment here says, girls' trips have always been a whore trip. Tragic. These women is making it bad, and that's why I'm taking my talents elsewhere. All right, LeBron, take your talents overseas, brother. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Yeah, it's crazy. You know what? One more story time. It made me think to the comment about how the lady said, I agree, you're not finna get mad at me and then decide you're gonna tell my business. That happened to a group of people that I know. One, it was some married couples, and they were going trips, and you know, the women here, the men there, and I'd always told my wife straight up that I thought it was weird. I thought it was very weird that, you know, they had never been on trips together. Now, you know, it's okay to whatever, you know, have fun and time with your boys. I go, you know, borrow my boys, I chill with my boys, doing things like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you taking a trip here, one side of the country, your wife and her friends are going to the other side of the country at the same time, but I've never heard of y'all taking a trip together. Never. So what happened is that somebody was keeping track of what was going on these trips on their phone, and one of the husbands found out, you know, that his wife was doing something. And, you know, when he was arguing with her, you know, she started blabbing about how, oh, well, you know, man, all this, if I'm going down, everybody going down, kind of thing. And, you know, I'm not even the worst of the group. This person worse than that. So she exposed everybody because she got caught up. And to prove that she wasn't as bad as the other people, she basically just, you know, tossed a grenade into a friend group and everybody blew up. I sat back and laughed at it for quite some time. It's hilarious to me because you shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. Honestly, brought that up on yourself. Well, I'd love to hear what you guys think about this one. Do you believe that this is what girls' trips really are about? Do you believe they aren't? Are you one of these kind of women that's secretly keeping these kind of, you know, going on these girls' trips, keeping it from your man? Hey, you can tell me. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I don't know you. As always, thank you for liking, watching, sharing, and subscribing. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.